Hey there, Sparkrock community. Welcome to Sparkrock Ed HRP version 5.2.2616. This release brings a significant new feature for managing seniority service across employee groups, and that will be the main focus of this video. Before we get into that, I did want to mention that we've extended wildcard search to the known as first and known as last name fields in Staff Management Advanced Search. So those fields now work exactly the same as other name fields. Use the percent wildcard to search by starts with, ends with, or contains, just like you can with first name and last name. See the release notes for more details on that. In this video, we're going to introduce cross-group seniority service allocation, which is a new way to carry seniority across employee groups, and then walk you through the setup of the new feature. Let's get started. This release introduces a powerful new capability, the ability to automatically carry and normalize seniority service across employee groups. Previously, seniority service was calculated and allocated independently for each employee group and seniority code. So that meant if, say, an employee moved between groups, say from an on-call role into a full teaching position, administrators would have to manually adjust those values, which is time-consuming, error-prone, and difficult to audit. Well, with this enhancement, the system can now aggregate seniority service across groups automatically during allocation, even when the groups use different measuring units like days versus years. One note is that this new feature is something that needs to be enabled. If you don't touch anything, seniority service will continue to work exactly as it has in the past. For groups and codes where it is enabled, the system evaluates the active merge mappings, converts the seniority values using the appropriate conversion rule if the units differ, and then adds the converted amount to the target group's seniority. And everything is tracked. Each allocation is recorded in a history log, so you have a full audit trail of what was carried over, from where, and what conversion was applied. Let's walk through how to set it up. The first thing you'll want to do is set up your conversion rules. These tell the system how to translate seniority values when the source and the target groups use different measuring units. If you don't have any conversions that you need to do, then this step isn't needed. So navigate to the HR tab, then Board Control, then Seniority Service, and you'll see a new option called Seniority Service Conversion Rules. Select it to open the Conversion Rules page. You'll see any existing rules that are set up, and then to create a new rule, select the New button. You'll define the source unit, the target unit, the conversion factor, and a rounding rule. So for example, if teacher on-call seniority is measured in days and teaching seniority is measured in years, you might set the conversion factor to convert days into years. And you'll also choose whether converted values are rounded using a standard rounding or truncated. Once the conversion rules are set up, navigate to the Seniority Service Group page. And you'll notice there's a new column in the grid, Allow Cross-Group Allocation. This is a simple yes or no flag on each row. When you set Allow Cross-Group Allocation to yes, you're telling the system that the employee group and seniority code combination is eligible for cross-group allocation. So to update it, put the row into edit mode, change the value to yes or no, and save. If cross-group allocation is set to yes for a row, and then you select that row, a new section appears below the grid, the Seniority Service Merge Mapping section. This section shows you all the mappings configured for the selected source group and seniority code. So changing it back to no will make this section disappear again. So let's add a mapping. In the Merge Mapping section, select Add Mapping to open the mapping form. You'll notice that the source group and source seniority code are already filled in and locked. They're inherited from the row that you selected in the grid above. You just need to choose the target group and target seniority code. These are the group and codes that should receive the carried over seniority. If a conversion rule is required, you can select it here as well. And when you save, the new mapping appears as a row in the Merge Mapping grid. New mappings default to active, but if you need to temporarily disable a mapping without removing it, you can deactivate it by setting the active column to inactive. You can also edit other fields for a merge mapping row. And so now with this mapping set up, when Seniority Service Allocate is run, it will automatically take this mapping into account when allocating the seniority to the employee. And that's a wrap on Sparkrock Ed HRP version 5.2.2616. This release introduces cross-group seniority service allocation, so seniority can now automatically follow employees across groups, even when measuring units differ. It adds new configuration pages for conversion rules and merge mapping, giving administrators full control how the seniority flows between groups. And it extends wildcard search to known as name fields, making it easier to find employees by the names they go by. So be sure to check out the full release notes, and thank you so much for watching.